Hi, and welcome to Ride the City. I'm going to show you a little bit about Ride the City and then walk you through a couple of features of OpenStreetMap. So Ride the City is a bike routing application that will help you find the best way to get from one place to another on bicycle. You can click and drag and drop the start and stop icons on the map, or you can type in an address. Let's see, I'll just type in here West 8th and Ash Street, Vancouver, and there you go, and it gives you a bike route. You'll notice that on the map we have these blue icons. These are bike shops. You can click on any of them and it tells you the name of the shop, its address, phone, website if they have it. Some of the bike shops have a little R. That means it's also a bike rental. Here's a legend down here that'll give you more information. Close that. On the left hand side you can see that we have the total distance, estimated time, elevation, gain if we have elevation data, and the turn-by-turn directions with icons to tell you if there is a bicycle facility on that segment and what type of bicycle facility. Here is a shared lane. In this case here, these segments are bike paths. You can change the sensitivity of the route from being very safe so that it'll put you on as many bike routes as possible, or one that might be more direct, or the most direct route that might keep you off of some bike lanes in order to give you the most direct route. But Ride the City will still steer you clear of dangerous highways and busy arterials that you shouldn't be on. On the map you'll notice that you can see the bicycle facilities. The blue lines are bike lanes. Dotted blue lines are recommended routes or other type of facilities, and the green lines are the greenways, separated bike routes. In some cities, in international cities except for Toronto, the data that we use is based on OpenStreetMap. OpenStreetMap is a volunteer effort to map the world. It's the Wikipedia of mapping. And Ride the City is based on it. If, for example, let's say you want to change a street in OpenStreetMap, like West 7th Avenue here, to show that there's a bike lane there, because you know, for example, in the real world that there is a bike lane, but it's just not showing up on the map. Well, you can right-click on that segment, and you can choose Edit Map in OSM. That's Edit Map in OpenStreetMap. It'll take you to OpenStreetMap and ask you to edit, and the map will appear. I'm going to zoom out here, and here it shows up with an aerial image. And now we can edit any of the segments. I can click around and the segments become highlighted. These are ways, they're lines, but they aren't always streets. They could be rivers, they could be boundaries. When you click on one, the information about that way is highlighted. So here it shows that it's a service road, and it says that it's one lane. It tells you the surface is unpaved, and all this data here can be changed and manipulated. These are called tags. OpenStreetMap has an accepted norm for the types of tags that streets can have. So if we wanted to add a tag for a bicycle facility, we would have to know what type of tag that is. So we go to the main page in OpenStreetMap, and we can click this button here, Map Features. That'll take us to the page that shows all the features that are accepted as the accepted tags in OpenStreetMap. So the tag for a bike lane it's called cycleway. The key is cycleway here, and the value depends on the type of cycleway that it is. If you can see here the photo, this is a bike lane. The tag for a bike lane would be cycleway equals lane. So back here on the street, West 7th Avenue, if we wanted to add the information to show that this is a bike lane, we would click this button here called Add New Tag, and the key would be cycleway. So I type C, and there it appears, the options, cycleway. I hit enter, and then I can select the type of bike facility that it is, and we'll say that it's a lane, and there you go, cycleway equals lane. I just hit save, and this information would be uploaded and saved to OpenStreetMap, and then it would be represented in applications like Ride the City and other applications that use OpenStreetMap for their data. So that's an overview. There are other types of editors aside from the default here. You can go back to the map. If you go to the main page, under map making, there's a button here, editing, and it can show you, here we go, editing. Shows you different types of editors that you can use. Potlatch is a default, but there are all kinds of other editors. So we invite you to try out OpenStreetMap and Ride the City. And thanks for listening.